Well, hello, Union County and Southern Cabarrus County. Good to see you. It is May 1st, and I've decided to go ahead and knock out the video so that way I could get you guys updated. It's been a while since I've been able to put out a video. The Senate was out of session last week for spring break. Hope everyone had a happy Easter. The week prior to that, we were able to pass the Senate version of the budget, and I wanted to point out that it is the Senate version. That is not a final budget. It is stage one has been completed of a three-stage process. So now the House is going through and producing their budget, and they're going to spend probably the next 3 to 4 weeks going through the same process that the Senate went through, and that will be stage two. So if you see things in either budget that you like, or you don't see some things you were hoping that would be in there, don't panic, don't freak out. That is not the final product. The real work is done during the conference period, which will be the third phase of the project, of the budget project. And so you can expect to probably see that toward the end of June. So as we're working through the budget, we'll get that out hopefully by the end of June. And then maybe we can get out of here and get back home, and it's good for all of us if the legislature is not in session. So we'll continue to work on that. But some of the things we've worked on since we've last spoke, I've got a number of bills here that I'm just going to mention, and of course I'll put in the comment the link so you can go and see the actual language on that, and feel free to reach out to us with questions. Two things that will be on the agenda today. I'm doing this video before voting session, but I will tell you that I fully expect these to pass. They've flown through the committee process fairly easy with very little feedback. As you know, especially with one of them is a bill that I've worked on. I do a lot of pre-work beforehand, making sure stakeholders and folks that are affected have their feedback in it, and try to come to some consensus. That bill that we'll be voting on the floor today is Senate Bill 248. It deals with birth certificates for adopted people. So North Carolinians that have been adopted, their birth certificates are housed here in Raleigh, not at the local Register of Deeds. So worked with the local Register of Deeds as well as DHHS, which houses vital records, to make sure that North Carolinians can adopted North Carolinians can conveniently go to their local Register of Deeds and obtain their birth certificate, as opposed to having to work through Raleigh and it take months and months and months to get that birth certificate. So that'll be a convenience thing for our citizens. I think it's a good bill. Should pass with no problems. Also today, Senator Brinson, who is located in the eastern part of the state, he's actually a colonel and so he's military background. He's working on Senate Bill 394, should pass today, is Prohibit foreign ownership of North Carolina land. So this identifies a few countries. These are our adversaries as a nation, and not allowing them to purchase a farmland located near military bases. So it protects our farmland and also protects our military bases. That should pass with very little issue as well. I'm going back to the budget. I am going to put a link to the Senate budget below. So if you want to look through that, but again, don't panic if you don't see something in there that you thought would be there. And also if there is something there that you don't like, of course, let us know. We'll work on it once we get to conference. But this is just step one. It's just a process that we go through. So don't get too upset either way. Some other things that we've done and worked on since we last spoke. Senate Bill 403, Medicaid work requirements. So as you know, we did expand Medicaid, and for years it was, especially on the Republican side, we did not want to expand Medicaid. There come to a point in time where we decided it was time to do that. Whether we like it or whether we not, I know that a lot of the Republicans were very interested in putting work requirements to be a recipient of Medicaid. So this bill does codify that and puts work requirements to be eligible for those benefits. Also, school calendar flexibility has been a discussion ever since I've been here for 7 years, but also I think had been going on long before that. The bill gives some school calendar flexibility for local school districts. I would say that not everybody's super duper happy about it, but at least it does provide some options, and most of the stakeholders in that have come to an agreement on this. So just a few of the things that we've got. Of course, I'll put a link to to all of these bills in our comments, as well as a link to some of the other things that we work on, and get you to where you can check things out on your own time if you'd like. If you have any questions, of course, reach out to our office. Our phone number here is 919-733-7659. Our email address, todd.johnson@ncleg.gov. So I really appreciate it. It's hard to believe it's already May 1st today. It's crazy how time flies. But I look forward to hearing from you. And if you find yourself in Raleigh, we look forward to you coming by and visiting us here in the Legislative Office Building, office number 310. Hope to see you real soon. Going to head on back to Sweet Union County here in just a little bit. Thank you.